DZOBIFMRADIO1 eke semile. Amekonko semile nye Tutukpini manche. Nchuviati no bi mango chruko ya folon. Nkeke tongbe anye tren le Yesu Christo Nazareth tola onkome. Ndola ji kemi janu folon. Ejobe mi aveo ere mi ponu lon. Mejo mi aveo mi no inde ne mi no ebuluto ekpori. No dore mi apo fia wegbo. Kule mi apo amenkuta wegbo. Amekukume weko le mi asike me le yo buluto si oyi. Mejo mi namo no dore mi apo fia wegbo crown. Alabe buluto dewe. Benyo bete o buluto dewe. Opo no meri. Elabe menyalmo ma duel gake buluto dewe. Opo no meri. Elabe ekpo amedo liri onye ameya fuiwe. Onye yefo yobe useless and non-entity way. Ere o have low self-esteem. Yikefiabe wanade kemelon ta onye beri ne yo me vlen yudo kwe gada mo do me kpla hacho kaka bleto ola yo mata yingogbe o. Mais le video de fogbe fifila ne po video vole jema po nuchon. I'm going to play a video right now, and after the video, then I'll make comments. And the video is specifically about a young man called Paul Adom Ochere. Paul Adom Ochere has been a liar. He is a pathological liar and a criminal, a corrupt criminal. A corrupt criminal who's supposed to be in jail. And I believe and I am sure sooner or later he will be going to jail. He'll be going to jail. And I want to play this video. And after the video, then I'll make my comment. And listen carefully to the video.
There was a segment that was called the mystery question. The mystery question asked Mr. Paul Adom Ochere a certain thing. The question to Mr. Paul Adom Ochere is as follows. Take a listen to this segment and we will address the matters and I'll tell you everything around it.
And now, the mystery question.
And the mystery question is, Paul?
It says, who among these three is your favorite morning show host and why? It has Bernard Avler, it has Kojo Yankson, and it has Nia de Klerk. I will be a biased judge in the names that you put across because Bernard Avler was a creation of something we put up at CTFM, and we're essentially proud of him and the people who have come out of that training. So I will be essentially biased towards Bernard. So you have to take Bernard out. If you take Bernard out, Robert Clark has been my good friend for a very long time. When I was in undergrad, I used to rely on his notes. He has one of the best handwritings that you can have. So I was very busy at Joy from all over the place, and I have to tell this story. And I know he might not like it, but I have to tell the story. So one day he called me up and said that, look, you're not here. There's an I is an interim assessment. It's a test of a test, and I wasn't there. Political science. So you're not here. There's an I. And I said, wow, I can't come. I'm in a press conference. What can you do for me? He said, okay, I'll see what I can do for you. When the I results came, he had done better than me. And you understand? I mean, the guy got 2 papers.
So he wrote a paper for you?
No, it's just ticking. He just
so, but he represented you.
Sort of, yes. And he had done better than me.
Nia de Klerk did that for you.
Yes, so I looked at that and said, but how did you do better than me? But Nia de Klerk was a wonderful resource. You see, he's one of those that you can rely on when you are not at the lecture. And he can tell you exactly what happened at the lecture. And he has
so between Kojo Yankson and Nia de Klerk, if you
Nia de Klerk, I'm biased. Nia de Klerk, I'm biased. So you have to give me another list so that I can be fair.
Star 103.5 FM.
So you heard for yourself the question about 3 morning show hosts. I must say that, being a small boy in the morning show area, I consider it a really humbling moment that my name will be mentioned together with Bernard Avle and Kojo Yankson. That's the truth. I only just came. I'm only 1 year old. But that's not the issue. The issue is that Mr. Paul Adom Ochere was asked who his favorite is among these three names. As you know, Mr. Paul Adom Ochere did not answer the question. By that, I mean he did not choose a favorite, and he gave reasons for it. Now, the important bit is that integrity is everything. Your name and your reputation is absolutely important. So when I heard Mr. Paul Adom Ochere telling a lie live on radio that I had done the criminal act of writing an exam for him, Paul Adom Ochere, whilst writing it for myself as well, and an IA is an interim assessment. And for the record, Mr. Paul Adom Ochere was my classmate for first degree. My first degree, I went to Legon in the year 1997 to 2000 for 3 years. In my time, if you did A-levels like I did, and as Paul Adom Ochere did, we went to the University of Ghana for undergraduate degree for 3 years. So Mr. Paul Adom Ochere and I were classmates at the University of Ghana for our first degree. I've known him since 1997. Again, we were both in the political science class. I must put it on record that in our time, we did not take questions and answers. In our time, we wrote essays. In our time, essay was the order of the day. IA, it was impossible to take. So when Mr. Paul Adom Ochere says that I take answers for him, he's wrong. When he is right is that he says I was a good resource for him. I was. I always prepare notes and things like that for many people, including Mr. Paul Adom Ochere. That was my stock in trade, and many people remember it for me. Remember me for it. I always do that. I mean, Mr. Paul Adom Ochere went to the law faculty a year before me, and the reason is that I didn't go to the law faculty with my mates. I went to work at the Institute of Economic Affairs for a year. So Paul Adom Ochere, Kimati Kwenye, and etc., who were my mates for undergrad, became my seniors by a year. But of course, that's for the law school. But of course, I caught up with him at some point, and we became mates, and then I left him behind. Mr. Paul Adom Ochere continued to benefit from my munificence, because when he had to take a research in industrial law, which is a 1 year program, I summarized the whole course in 4 full-scale pages for him, and then he did very well in that research. So we have a certain relationship, but I would never, for the life of me, go and write an exam for somebody. I mean, it's an IA, for crying out loud, and as I'm saying, you cannot tick. So why does Mr. Paul Adom Ochere say that I ticked for him and ticked for myself and got a higher grade and things? I can't understand how fanciful anybody can get that way. And I'm talking about this because it is my reputation on the line. I think I should be worried. I think Star FM should be worried. I think that the EIB network generally must be worried. I think that my wife should be worried, and she is, which is a 1 year program. I summarized the whole course in 4 full-scale pages for him, and then he did very well in that research. So we have a certain relationship. But I would never, for the life of me, go and write an exam for somebody. I mean, it's an IA, for crying out loud. And as I'm saying, you cannot tick. So why does Mr. Paul Adom Ochere say that I ticked for him and ticked for myself and got a higher grade and things? I can't understand how fanciful anybody can get that way. And I'm talking about this because it is my reputation on the line. I think I should be worried. I think Star FM should be worried. I think that the EIB network generally must be worried. I think that my wife should be worried, and she is. My mother should be worried. My family at large should be worried, because I have fought hard for 40 years of my life to keep some integrity. And I would never, everybody in the law faculty, people I used to lead in discussions, will tell you that I will tell you that ask any question or let me do any research that you want. But during the exam, if you call me, I'll mind you. Because I don't want my paper to be cancelled. Integrity is what has led me all my life. So I called Mr. Paul Adom Ochere after the show a number of times. He did not respond. Then I called Bolore, the host of the show. Of course, I'm sure his phone was on silence. It took some time to get his attention. But by the time I got him, Paul had left. So I sent this text message to Paul Adom Ochere. It says, Paul, this is Robert Clegg. I have called your phone a few times after you told that scathing lie on Star Chat this evening. What were you trying to achieve with that false ascription of criminality to me? How could I have ticked answers for you in an IA when in our time we only wrote essays? Is that my thanks for giving you notes for peace signs and for summarizing industrial law notes at Makola to enable you to pass that receipt? I thought you spoke about being spiritual. Paul, why are you so evil? That's a text message I sent to Paul Adom Ochere. And then he sent a reply to me and said, I beg, at the call back. He followed up. He called me. At some point, I recorded the call. So I have his words, which he's not aware of. I have the words of Paul Adom Ochere admitting to me in that conversation that he told a lie. I have it. And so I'm daring Mr. Paul Adom Ochere. He told me yesterday that he told a lie. And I have your words, Paul. I have it. I recorded the conversation. He followed up with another text message and said, I have just spoken to Bolare. He said he will get me on your show tomorrow, which is today. Which is today are my words. I am sure we can fix it, Robert. Really sorry. That's Paul Adom Ochere's message to me. Text message. So we've called him a number of times this morning and he has refused to pick up his call. Or he has failed. Or he has neglected. That's what lawyers say. Because I don't know for a fact the reason why he's not picking. But we have called him. Because it was his own decision that we should call him on the show today. He told us that I should call him and that he will clarify this. And I have a voice recording of Paul Adom Ochere asking me to call him today. And I have a voice recording of Paul Adom Ochere saying that he will mention this on his show tonight, which is Good Evening Ghana. But because I protect my integrity with all my heart, with all my soul, I don't want to be sitting here at Star FM and color this station black. Because if I am a man without integrity and I'll go to an exam room and a man is not present and I would go and take questions for him, etc., for him to do well, it means that I don't deserve to be in this chair. I'll be the first person to leave this place. I'll be the first to leave because I will not be qualified to be here. In Ghana, they say people don't resign. I believe I will resign if ever I find myself in any position where I put the integrity of the institution into question. I'm holding on to the conversation. I have the voice recording. And I've played it to people in this house already. So they know what I'm talking about. This morning, the conversation Paul Adom Ochere had with me. It's right here. I'm sure you probably want to hear it too. I'm thinking about it. It will be nice. And I'm getting messages. Some people are saying that he has to defend that allegation. And I totally agree. I completely agree. That's the first part of trending news. But it's an absolutely important part of the show. Why would anybody do that to somebody? Why? I've known Mr. Paul Adom Ochere longer than I've known many other people. And the same replies in reverse. I don't want to talk about the other things Mr. Paul Adom Ochere has said. That's a different platform. But to bring it onto live radio, it takes it to a different level. This is not the first time where he's put me up against people, pitting our heads against people and causing a fight and things like that. But those are on a private level, so I'll keep those there. But if you come and sit on radio and do this and say such a lie about somebody who is supposed to be your friend. In fact, in the discussion, Mr. Adom Ochere said he's known me for a long time. I'm a good friend of his or something. That is how he described me. So how then do you come on radio and come and tell such a lie about imputing criminality to me? There are many people who will not hear me this morning. There are many people who will not hear this response. There are many people who will never hear the voice recording I have of him. In fact, there are many people who will never hear him withdraw these words. Think about this. This has gone into history forever. There are people who will hear his voice, but will never hear my voice. If you do research, and I have a penchant for that, go to the BAM library, for example, go and look for the daily graphic of 40 years ago, 30 years ago. You can find a news article on page 14 and use it as the basis of your research. But maybe that story was withdrawn 2 days later. You may never know. Thank God. I have Mr. Paul Adom Ochere on the line. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, Robert.
What do you have to say to me about this?
I have to sincerely apologize to you about this. And I have to apologize also to your family And I have to make the point that during the interview yesterday, I made a point about you. During the last question, when the question was put to me about three of the morning show hosts in Accra, in discussing you, I had indicated that I had known you for a very long time. And I also indicated a certain matter about interim assessment at the University of Ghana. I had said that whilst I benefited from your notes and I benefited from your tutelage, even as a mate of yours, on an occasion when I was away and you had done an interim assessment for me, I have to say to you and to the audience that incident didn't occur. That incident is not correct, and I apologize for making that reference.
My question is, where did that even come from, Paul? I don't know. Where did that come from? How could you even think it? Because in our time, as you would agree, we didn't even used to take exams. It was all essays. So why did you even follow up with the taken explanation to sort of justify your claim?
Did you hear Paul Adom Ochere? He said what he said nicely on the radio did not happen. What he made reference to, that Nia de Klerk took an exam for him to pass his paper, did not happen. This guy is a pathological liar and a criminal. He's a thief. You see, look. People who are insecure, people who are failures, always look for opportunity to be recognized. So Paul Adom Ochere will do everything to be recognized. The same with Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo is a failure. He has no law degree, no law certificate. He didn't go to no law school, but he came to Ghana. He scammed Ghanaians. He used his father's document to practice law in Ghana, became Attorney General, became a Foreign Affairs Minister. Now he's a president. The question I keep asking Ghanaians is, so no, we can't we prosecute him? Can't anybody take him to court for perjury? We can do that. You see, Ghana is a dead country, dead land, because we can prosecute somebody for perjury. And these are the people who are gallivanting around the corridors of power in Ghana. Paul Adom Ochere, Gabi Ochere-Darko, who also failed several times in the law school. I don't even know where he got his certificate from. Maybe he got it the way, how do you call it? Paul Adom Ochere got it. Asante Bedie too, there's an allegation that he doesn't even have any law degree. He didn't go to no law school. There's law certificate he's using is fake. There are a lot of people, this plenty of chim guys running around that they are lawyer in Ghana. Most of them are fake, and we will be calling a probe into Ghana, how do you call it, Ghana law, whatever. That people should research, they should investigate people's law certificate, because we have so many fake lawyers, and most of them are these account boys. These account boys throwing their weight about as if they are somebody. You, Paul Adom Ochere, Togbe Apede. Today, you stand and be talking to Togbe Apede as if he's your co-equal or your mate. You trumu guy. Because you are doing trumu with Gabi Ochere-Darko, Gebedietu, and all these useless people in Ghana doing these things. So they're pushing you, they're giving you money, so you think you've reached somewhere. Look, your hometown, where you are from, Nyinahini, or whatever you are from, Kenyasi village there. Kenyasi village there cannot be compared to villages in the Volta region. That your village, Kenyasi, You don't even go there. You run away from there, and now you are in Accra. You think you are somewhere, you are somebody, and you want to talk stupid talk to Togbe Apede. Togbe Apede, who paid your school fees. Togbe Apede paid your law school fees, your law school. Togbe Apede paid it. Togbe Apede gave you his BMW 7 Series. Before you were able to do wedding, before you were able to have a car to do a wedding, that stupid wedding you did wearing that thing, because that's what he told you. That's what your gay partner told you. That if you don't wear the skirt, if you wear trouser, that means you are a man. But because you are a woman and they are fucking your trumu, so your gay partner who sponsored your wedding told you that you have to wear a skirt. You have to show as a woman. So you did. You wear that stupid skirt and a long sauce. Do you know you look like some stupid jerk? That picture, when people see it, especially when people in Europe or the white people, when they look at that picture, they look at you like you are a stupid jerk. You are buffoon. You too, you have the guts to want to talk to Togbe Apede. Some of you, they are cowboys. Some of you, not all, because we have prominent good guys, good account guys who have good head on their head and they can think. We have good account guys. I have a lot of account guys friends, but some of you, like you, and you all look like you look the same. Look at your cheek. Look at your face. You and that stupid idiot face like a buffruit. Or Mahini Kobra Santi. Look, we will investigate you people. Okay, your salaries, the work you do, the salary they pay you, and the properties you have. We will investigate you people. Don't worry. You keep on stealing. Keep on stealing. When power change hands, we were gonna investigate. Look, if Mahama or whoever will be the president, if they won't do it, we the people will do it. Look, 2024 onward, right? Look, we are not going to sit down. The way you people are sending all these tags around, wearing army uniform, wearing police uniform, terrorizing people, NDC will not do that. But we will make sure. If Mahama agree or Mahama does not agree, we don't care. We will make sure we deal with some of you people. The way you are a snitch. You Paul Adom Ochere, you as Omahini, OB. You guys, Kwame Nkrumah Tikese, all you this account guys, some of you that account guys, you are criminals and you are snitch. You guys have been selling out and snitching on other journalists. You guys, when power change hands, you guys should be ready. Because somebody is going to come for you guys too. You guys will not walk free. You guys will not walk free like how President Mills and Mahama won. They did. They left all these kufuor, corrupt people, and nobody was touched. It's not going to happen again. Look, you guys cannot intimidate people. You guys cannot kill people. You guys cannot brutalize people because you gay people, you trumu people has taken over the country, and when power change hands, you think you go free. No, man. No. You guys have to taste it too. You guys have to experience it too. You guys, you Paul Adom Ochere, Omahini, OB, Kwame Nkrumah Tikese, and some other stupid, useless ones, Kwame Sefakai, and all those guys, Adrote Jacob, and all these fools. You guys will also taste the how do you call it, the terror of the people. What you guys are doing to people with your invisible forces and Delta forces, when power change hands, you guys will also taste it from the people, not even the NDC, but you will taste it from Ghanaians. You people, we will chase you guys around. We will chase you around. We will let you know that power is not sacrosanct. Okay, power is not forever. If you are in power and you think you brutalize people, terrorize people, and steal from the people, and nobody can do shit. I want to tell you, we're going to show you shit. We're going to show you serious shit. You sit there, you want to talk nonsense and to talk about there. You talk about there your co-equal or your mate. You couldn't even pass your... Look, Nia De Klerk said he did not go to law school right after sixth form. You guys went. He came, he passed you. He came as a junior, but he met you. That means you failed one. Then he left you. You failed two. You failed twice. That is in the record right there. Nia De came and met you in the school. You are his senior, but he became your mate. Then he left you. So that means you were there. You failed twice. And then you come to Good Morning. Look, let me tell you, Ghanaians, people who walk around speaking big English, most of them, they don't know Shelley. They don't know Kobo. They don't know Foko. Most of these people speaking big grammar, big English, they don't know nothing. They don't know anything. Only they can speak brofo. That's it. They don't know anything. And Paul Adom Ochere is number one. Paul Adom Ochere is the great example. Gabi Ochere Daku, Bedetu, these guys, they are hustlers. They are hungry hustlers. Okay? They are hungry criminal hustlers. And they took advantage over Ghanaians, the poor Ghanaians, who are innocent, who think they are telling them the truth because there's nothing to research. But we thank God for social media. We thank God for social media. Social media is exposing them so much because in the past there was no social media. So whatever they say, there's no way to check it out, to research it. Now there's social media. You can research anything just in a twinkle of an eye. Now we got in them. Now we got them. They are liars. They are criminals. They are fake. They are fake hustlers. They should be ready when power change hand. We're coming for them for sure. We're coming for them. You guys should stop trying to talk back or trying to malign or trying to denigrate Togbe Afede because we will not allow that to happen anymore. The stupid thing that Freddie Blade did, insulting Togbe Afede, we will not tolerate it anymore. That foolish and stupid, idiotic attitude that the impotent gay president, Trumu president Akufo-Addo did by throwing words at Togbe. Look, we will not tolerate it anymore. We will not. We will not tolerate it anymore. And we will see when you guys want to come to Volta region to campaign, you NPP people. We will wait for you people. You cannot be insulting our chiefs and throwing words at our chiefs and trying to talk to us like we are useless people, and then you come there want to campaign for what? We will meet you people on the campaign grounds. You watch. Look, that's why I tell the airways. The airway people who follow MPP or try to associate themselves with MPP, look, they will use you and dump you. Look at what they did to the North people. Look at what they did to the Northerners. Look at what they did to Bawumia. They pushed Bawumia to lie. Now Bawumia, when you Google Bawumia, he is the number one liar in the world. You Google it. Take your phone. Google who is Bawumia. It will tell you Bawumia, the number one, the greatest liar in the world. That's Bawumia. Akufo-Addo, they destroy him already. They use him. And this Paul Adom Ochere, they put you in the airport as a board chairman. Right away, you start stealing from there. We will jail you. You will go to jail for that. You watch. You take it easy. Idiot. Bebeu, bonkuto menera, and leviwe. Mila nu tugwe pakuli mi de jiko ajomi. Mi gbojira mi akontepera. Mila nu tugwe mi atunuli mi. Mia MPP viki weke susuberi yo fanu da yo afunu dura me boy ne ka yo treat Ghanaians we ne ka we mila mi akpolo ro gbele gbo me the power ke change kore mi akpora mi akpolo mi do you Paul Adom Ochere wa nye number 1 o mahini obi Mia Polomido will chase you people around. You see, you will be in your jokoto, that your stupid skirt, and we will chase you around. And do one shagya wofi matamala shage. Bon kuto mera bulu kuma here tomo noko here. Bo fuenu wa ba jenye mami nye bana nye ma nutrition. Ke power change hane ke wo jenye yesen no wo ba chonya ke kwe wo listen yemo chingana wontaoni to ejole ahin Ghana le wo beshi le wo fedi chinyentaoni revolutionnaire nyentaoni nye wake revolutionnaire no wo wake up 2024 wo kanye rekenye ba chonye no kufiu ni ne ba na ke yeah revolutionnaire eye wo me still nye ba chon champion kwe wo nkwenye moko efe ku nobody will do any coup oba ya ballot box no oba vote no oba jenye ka wo jenye gbena no oba chonye no ko ye Ghana nye njofwe nye oba sizi nye shiami nye jokwe ye shiami oba sizi nye no oba chonye no ko mia fianu mi mia chi mia papa men kekegere manamo mi mia dola mia no mia papa men mia tunukli mi Ghana mia bete toy ke mi la nutukwa kole Ghana to fifi America men ya reke dori ne do mia tunukli mi mia kontefera le bengeni asoto le we talk about the now efovu ko wa wedding ma buyi cho talk about the school fe na we le law school e fail kakaka obey ma ga ho fifi ya va trori ya va le nu dorego le nu fu dorego abere e khawe onu le nu fu dorego abe khawe onu
That's the bit I don't get. I will resign if ever I find myself in any position where I put the integrity of the institution into question. I'm holding on to the conversation. I have the voice recording, and I've played it to people in this house already, so they know what I'm talking about. This morning, the conversation Paul Adom Ochere had with me, it's right here. I'm sure you probably want to hear it too. I'm thinking about it. It will be nice. And I'm getting messages. Some people are saying that he has to defend that allegation. And I totally agree. I completely agree. That's the first part of trending news. But it's an absolutely important part of the show. Why would anybody do that to somebody? Why? I've known Mr. Paul Adom Ochere longer than I've known many other people. And the same replies in reverse. I don't want to talk about the other things Mr. Paul Adom Ochere has said. That's a different platform. But to bring it onto live radio, it takes it to a different level. This is not the first time where he's put me up against people, pitting our heads against people and causing a fight and things like that. But those are on a private level, so I'll keep those there. But if you come and sit on radio and do this and say such a lie about somebody who's supposed to be your friend. In fact, in the discussion, Mr. Adom Ochere said he's known me for a long time. I'm a good friend of his or something. That is how he described me. So how then do you come on radio and come and tell such a lie about imputing criminality to me? There are many people who will not hear me this morning. There are many people who will not hear this response. There are many people who will never hear the voice recording I have of him. In fact, there are many people who will never hear him withdraw these words. Think about this. This has gone into history forever. There are people who will hear his voice, but will never hear my voice. If you do research, and I have a pension for that, go to the BAM library, for example, go and look for the daily graphic of 40 years ago, 30 years ago. You can find a news article on page 14 and use it as the basis of your research. But maybe that story was withdrawn 2 days later. You may never know. Thank God. I have Mr. Paul Adom Ochere on the line. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, Robert.
What do you have to say to me about this?
I have to sincerely apologize to you about this. And I have to apologize also to your family. And I have to make the point that during the interview yesterday, I made a point about you. During the last question, when the question was put to me about 3 of the morning show hosts in Accra, in discussing you, I had indicated that I had known you for a very long time. And I also indicated a certain matter about an interim assessment at the University of Ghana. I had said that whilst I benefited from your notes and I benefited from your tutelage, even as a mate of yours, on an occasion when I was away and you had done an interim assessment for me, I have to say to you and to the audience that incident didn't occur. That incident is not correct, and I apologize for making that reference.
My question is, where did that even come from, Paul? I don't know. Where did that come from? How could you even think it? Because in our time, as you would agree, we didn't even used to take exams. It was all essays. So why did you even follow up with the taken explanation to sort of justify your claim? That's the bit I don't get.
It didn't occur. And I apologize for it, Robert.
All right. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Yeah, you heard him. You heard the liar, the criminal liar, the guy who stole our tax money at the airport. Look, 2024 election is not going to be a child's play. So if you can't take the heat, you just get out from the kitchen. It's simple as that. Somebody's asking me, Jordan Alomenu, you are asking me who is this strange man? I don't know who you're asking. You're asking about Paul Adom Ochere or me. I'm not a strange man. I'm defending my kin. I'm defending a kin from the Volta region. If you cannot defend a kin from your region, from your tribe, okay, you gotta just don't ask any question that will not sound nice. Okay, it's like you're a stranger in Ghana. You don't know what is going on. You don't know what is going on. We the Airways, we are so laid back. We are cowards, and just yellow belly lazy people. Don't think properly. We're sitting there and we allow this Akan boys talking anyhow to us, talking anyhow to our people. Akufo-Addo government treating us anyhow. You're asking, who is this strange man? I'm not strange. I'm not strange. I'm a royal too. I'm a royal. You want me to stay positive? I am positive. What Togbe Afede did, he did a great thing, and he need to be applauded. He need to be encouraged, and others need to emulate him. If that is not positive for you, I don't know where you coming from, man. Come on. Look, this is DZOBIFMRADIO1. Anyway, thank you very much, Jordan Alomenu. Amegan, Jawagba, Nana Dogode. Jawagba na Dogode. Apena doa wudeji, siya. Dogode apena doa wudeji abepe vi nene. Ole yobe Alomenu. Na medeke donu de mi apofi agbori. Mi defendi ko donu de togbe siri boy de mi zidodo mi angola de mi zidodo. Ya pe to meto ma zidodo. Tane menyo na ore. Menya chenya magado ga ka vivi na muntobe ole show se akpe na kakaka akpe mi afonu le megbe. Kakere ido ire ejo mi fia bulu talk webere mi achede mi le menye bere aso talk mi nyo wanu nu fodore mi agbo mi azidodo. Nuke enoma ne Freddy Blay ejutogbe apede ba petition ola pletowe America me do yan reko Akufo-Addo ba jutogbe siri America me do yan reko Paul Adomochiri kple Omahini togbe ape de ga ke ogugbo ke kona government be de kaka ke me ke Ghana ke le fifiere e maga tan ho ga mi ori enu gbegbe le togbe ape de wa nu gbegbe le togbe ape de wa manu gbegbe wa ori nu kata wa no ju alo me lese bo le ju le nu dore gbo wa me lese wa mi ha we ya me diba mo no nya be fie wo yo nyu okwa enu ke dore togbe ape de gbo le enyu na wa efo Jordan nye malon de ji ori enye malon wa donu de gbo sigbo ori peaceful ya pregbe mi apre o mi chimegbe ya mi apre o mi chimegbe the peaceful we no peaceful mi amo apre ori maga no peaceful o fifiere mi ache mi acho ta mi le vote na NDC since 1992 but voter region da sigbe komiga le basa akene mi vote na NDC ko dujire joko yiva wa de Ashanti nu to me pele bulu nu to me we kemi mi ami gale sigbe jole mi ayo be World Bank jole mi ayo be World Bank efo Jordan enwa menya duka me cho ya olo kake enwa be miawedi mi ano vote na NDC miawole mi ayo be World Bank na me vote na NDC ko NDC ma duju ya na duji fori joko nu nwewede cover wa de bulu nu to me we magalon de jiori magalon de jio de mi jego me ke magalon de jio malon amerikeche adonu de mi afo fia de kegbo alo mi afi ogbo magalon incho 2020 election o me polo amewe cho tefe we ba ko dare voter region to we o be no yo ba de no yo ku na government wa o me say wa e pode mi gana wa sigbo la mi abete mi cho abe fe we de na mi titre na we amede ko fonu do Ashanti hinigbo alo amwati afonu penigbo osube wa kokewa osusu be wa kokewa nukeke wa Paul Adomochiri klo mahini hole nenyebe eve journalist de yo we le numa wa do de bulu to boy bulu fiade boy o ma no yo be never de kukula Ashanti hinigbo nukata mi anan ko adasile bulu to be wa no mi akpo abede mi amele nunya alo mi aya mata wandeko wo togbe we ko va be megbede e be ni yo capture voter region mi atogbe wa va duoji ya osijori alo menya history mi o awatan fo nukun le background man now history mi atogbe duoji mi awede ma lori wa va du mi aje egbe ple o for azan certificate we ple o for azan position wo ma lon atami le global na NDC ke duji who may investigate amieke wo who may probe amieke wo probe Akufo-Addo he persecute o prosecute he o yijelo kemi NDC government en toche mele to me fafara ke pogbo maturity yake show meleri yata mele fia defendi e we ke le mature ya mi enye maturity yake show mele yata mele mi apo fia defendi mele kema donu dem mi apo fia gbo I go scot free enye ma say I'll defend it. I'll defend Togbe Apede because what he did is worthy to be emulated. He's to be praised. Bye now. Akpena mi be mi Dr. DZOBIFMRADIO1. Amekobete doto akpe amekobete le nyase akpe minami cho abevewe minami gadasele miado koin dare buluto bori no fenwu du le miawu adu fenwu le miafo fiawo ko miazidodo ano nukpo be peace o la be movi jojo ema bengani gbenono ema ache gbenono we ma na che mi cho mi afonu enwu kemi fo anlen enwu kemi fo akpena mi kaka mi Dr. DZOBIFMRADIO1 Peter Jordan good day now